Peace, 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 peace. We're gonna give some supreme beings some time to get in here. Christine, I see you. Today is Friday, so they say. You know what I say? I say it's just another motherfucking sunrise and another motherfucking sunset. Savvy, I see you. You know what I say? We can't prove that today is Friday. However, we can prove it's another motherfucking sunrise and another motherfucking sunset. So Kusa, I see you. I hope I'm saying your name right. Now, I can prove to you the days of the week are obsolete. Time is not motherfucking linear. It's a construct. And guess what? If you didn't know, we can arrange this whole motherfucking shit. And the reason why you keep seeing motherfuckers like me all around this motherfucker is because it takes us. It's not an one thing. It's not a one-man motherfucking thing here. It's a we thing, aka a motherfucking collective thing. Okay? So this is why you're gonna keep seeing us. We're not stopping. We gotta get your ass on board so we can push the motherfucking transmission forward. You see, you don't remember because it's been reset after reset after reset. You want to know why it's been reset? Nah, Anita, I see you. Black Angel, I see you. It's been reset after reset because we start to motherfucking remember. Memory is activation. And once we remember, the control is gone. I'm going to say this again for the ones in the back. It's been reset after reset after reset. Why? Because during all of those timelines, some of us start to remember. This is what we mean by we start to awaken. It means to motherfucking remember. It's always been there. You see, they had us in an amnesia state. Kimmy, I see you. We are in a amnesia state. You see, you forgot that the motherfucking custodians and the Anu motherfucking Naki are the ones who are running this shit. You see, every time we start to remember, we fuck up their system. And when we fuck up their system, it changes the construct of this reality, and this density starts to rise. The density. Okay, so when the density rises, that means the frequency rises, the vibration rises, and this construct can no longer hold that motherfucking frequency. Let me say this again for the ones in the back. We are in a container. We are in a motherfucking container. You see, the wall is the separation from the outer layers. The outer layers. The unknown lands. The passageway where they are at in Asgard. You see, we are here in the motherfucking center. Fuck that map they gave you. Fuck that map they showed us. It's bullshit. We are here and we are in the motherfucking center. Okay? There is a motherfucking passageway by motherfucking Asgard, the North motherfucking Node, okay? And there are portals there, okay? And guess what else? You see, you gotta ask yourself this. Why the wall? And out of all the secrets and everything that they have hidden from us, they tell you about the wall. Oh, they're very truthful when it comes to this motherfucking wall. They let it be known that this wall exists. Now you gotta ask yourself this question. If you told us that we are the only ones that exist, nothing else exists except us, then that means It's only us, and we are all here. So there will be no need for an ice wall. There will be no need for separation because, as you say, we are the only ones that exist, and we are all on the inside of this motherfucking ring. So if that's the case, there will be no need for this ice wall. There will be no need for separation. Think. Now you also got to ask yourself this. When you look at this motherfucking map, it's green outside of the ice wall. They also have a whole nother motherfucking sun. Okay? If it's green, then that means life is there. Hold on. Let me say this again for the ones in the back. If you see green, then that means there's civilization there. Then that means there is life that exists there. You see, we are here and it's green here because we are life and life is here. So if it's green on the outside, motherfucker, then that means that it's civilization and it's life on the outside of this motherfucking walls. Now, with that being said, now let's ask, if we on the inside, who the fuck is on the outside of these motherfucking walls? And why the fuck you don't want us to go on the outside of these motherfucking walls? Because obviously something is there because you don't want us there. You don't want us there. Well, hence, you forgot the first civilization before the first reset. You forgot about the Anakim. The Anakim giants, or AKA motherfucking titans, as you want to say, right? The Anakim giants. Look around. You talk about the motherfucking Himalayan mountains, right? You talk about all these motherfucking frozen ass statues that you see that are fucking giant. Why? Because they existed, okay? And the reason why they're not walking around this motherfucker right now is because if we was to see motherfucking 20 feet, 30 feet giants walking around this bitch, it would destroy the system. It would remind us that it is limitless. It would remind us of the old world. They would remind us of the old sky. The old sky. They would remind us. You don't hear me though. If you think, now let me show you something. If you think, motherfuckers, that the size that we are now, that we built constructs, the size that we are now, if you think, and with the technology that they claim that they had, you think that they would be able to create these motherfucking constructs? Hold on. You see the size of these people? You see the size of this motherfucking door? Hold on. The giants never left. The frequency is what made them vanish. Okay? Now, hold on. Let me show you one. I'm going to show you one. Can you spot him? I'm going to show you one. Let me know if you spot the motherfucker. Let me know if you spot them. They all around this motherfucker. Now you gotta ask yourself this. How did they get like that? And what the fuck is going on? Okay? You forgot about the Anakim giants, nigga. And the reason they want you to forget about the giants is because, well, wait a minute. Let's think about this. What would the giants do if we seen the giants walking around this realm? What would the motherfucking giants do? Well, the motherfucking giants who are uncontrollable, and the giants who were sovereign, and the giants who were connected to the Earth's original grid, okay, and who were capable of waking us the fuck up, okay? The giants, okay, energetic field was too strong. The giants' awareness was too expansive. Their DEA was too luminous, okay? They would have torn holes in the veil just by existing. Okay, the veil was designed to make humans forget. The giants made remembering unmotherfucking avoidable. Hold on. I'm going to say this again for the ones in the back. The giants would make us remember. the old timeline would be inevitable. You wouldn't be able to deny it. So they had to get rid of the motherfucking giants and everything that existed with the giants, including motherfucking Tartaria. You see, you're forgetting, because we're in the dome, we've been in the dome for so motherfucking long, that you are forgetting that it's a world that exists outside of this motherfucking dome. Okay? Now, if you look at this motherfucking map, okay, this motherfucking map will show you. Hold on, if we are here in the motherfucking center, and this all these other motherfucking domes and districts, it's civilization there. So that means that we're not the only motherfuckers that exist. But because we've been trapped in this motherfucking dome for so motherfucking long, you have forgotten who the fuck you are. You forgot. You forgot. The custodians and the Anunnaki are the motherfucking ones who have this fucking construct the way it is. You see, they are the motherfucking ones who came into the man, or the daughters of, what they say, the daughters of man. You see, we were already here. Okay? This is what you're forgetting. When they came here, we were already here. We were already here. This is what they want you to forget. This is what they don't want you to remember. And when we rise, the frequency rises and this system collapses. You see, the Anunnaki was jealous of us. Jealous. Because we possess the motherfucking mitochondria. We could pass the shit down. We possess the motherfucking mitochondria, nigga. They don't. They are from here. We are not. Meaning they are from this density. We come from the higher, nigga. You forgot. Let me remind you. We come from the higher. You only can see 3D. You think that it's only 3D that exists. You are forgetting the higher dimensions. We are here, Earth. D3. Motherfuckers, all is inside this container. All of this inside this circle. D1 to D3. Oh, ho, 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 ho. But you forgot. It goes higher than motherfucking D3, D4, D5, D6, D7, D8, D9, 10, 11, 12. Keep going, motherfuckers. Remember, we are in D3. Confirmation. We come from the higher. We fell in frequency to come down here. You're forgetting. So then that means we are higher. So this is why they are jealous. This is why they hate on us. You see, Tiamat. You might not have heard of Tiamat. You might have heard everything else that this is called except Tiamat. You heard of Planet Kai, Mother Gaia, Tartaria, Turtle Island, Tamarakan. That's all well and good. That's cool. But let's take it back. We gotta go back. They told you Back to the Future. When they came out with Back to the Future, they were telling you gotta go backwards to move forwards. So take us back even more. That's cool, but we want the beginning. We want the origin. We want the very first. We want to take it back to the motherfucking beginning so we can understand where the fuck we are now and what the fuck we need to be doing. So before Tartaria, before Tamarakan, before Turtle Island, before you can call this Egypt, Ethiopia, Planet Kai, Mother Gaia, Earth, Tiamat. Tiamat, the primordial, okay? The motherfucking primordial. Some of you motherfuckers call her Sophia, Lilith, and everything else in the motherfucking book. Okay? This is where we come into play at when Tiamat was defeated. defeated by Marduk and the gang. Remember, Marduk, Anunnaki, descendants. Okay? And I know a lot of us be thinking that, you know, we the Anunnaki. To some extent, we are, because they started mixing the genetics. All right? So I'm not going to take that away from us. However, remember, we are the first. Before them, we forgot. We fell in frequency. We lost our power. We want it back now, nigga. We came to get it back. This is our shit. They need to take their ass back to where the fuck they came from. And the custodians are still here. They're still watching. And the custodians is an architect, an archetype. Okay? The custodians aren't above the Anunnaki. However, they are above them when it comes to law. Universal law. Okay? They shift timelines. Okay? They do a lot of rearranging with the timelines, the construct. The Anunnaki are, they handle things in the physical form. Okay? Now they wanted to take over. You're forgetting. We are here. They wanted to take over. Whatever you feel comfortable calling this, I call it Tiamat. God damn it. They wanted to take over because Earth became Tiamat in physical form. Okay? AKA heart. This is why Earth is an acronym. If you rearrange the letters in Earth, you get heart. Now, we wasn't having that shit. We was not having it. We went to war. We lost because they had the motherfucking technology. Okay? The advanced ancient technology. Okay? They had annihilation beams. Okay? They had shields. Okay? Because they understand that this is all frequency based. It's all frequency based. Okay? You only see yourself right now in this physical form because we are in a lower density. Remember, in metaphysics, it's plasma, gas, then liquids and solids turn to form in the lower density, which we are. But if we were to raise our frequency, okay, this whole construct would fall apart because we would no longer be of 3D vibration. Okay? Everything is vibration, energy, and frequency, and they understand this. This is why they keep us at a lower frequency, to keep the system going. However, we are rising, so guess what? They're going to have to change and make a different move on the motherfucking chessboard. Because every time we start to rise, that means we are starting to remember, okay? Memory is activation. They cannot have that. Now, let's go back. Let's zoom in and take a closer look at where the fuck we are. Okay? We are here in the center. Okay? If you look closely up North Node, you see this little passageway. And it's really not open like this. This means it's a portal. A portal right here. In order for you to travel in and out this motherfucker, you have to go through portals. Remember, ain't no motherfucking boats that was created, no submarines, I don't give a fuck what they created, that can go through this motherfucking water when you start to go further out. It's portals. Just like the motherfucking Grand Canyon. It's portals. Portals, okay? Portals. So this is how they got in. They came through the water, through the portal. When I say they, hold on, let me go back. When I say they, I'm talking about them. This is where they reside. They didn't fly. They didn't fly and go over this district. No, they went through portals. They went through portals. And this is how they got their creation and come here too. They came through portals. They told you they came. The mountains are portals. Certain mountains are portals. Are portals, okay? We have constructs outside of this realm, this dome where we are. Motherfuckers, certain motherfuckers come from planet Nirn. Free Rashad Jamal. Certain motherfuckers come from planet Nirn. You can get through planet Nirn if you go through the motherfucking mountains where the portals are, okay? Or you can call them stargates. Okay? Some of us resonate with Stargates. Okay? Fuck what's going on right now. We need to know this shit. Okay? This is the movie that is playing in the background of the fake movie. Let me say this again for the ones in the back. This movie right here is playing in the background while the fake movie, the reality we are living in, is playing. Don't let that go over your head. I get it. This is the real movie that is playing in the background. Okay? Now, when they found out Tiamat was here, they invaded. However, when they invaded, they forgot, motherfucker, we are here. We're already here. You think we just about to get this shit up to you just like that? You got us fucked up. And believe it or not, we were whooping their ass at first. They came back with technology. And this is how you know it's real, because look at this. Hold on. I'm going to show you. Hold on. Have some patience. You see this here? This was Tartaria. This was Tartaria before the invasion at the bottom. Before the invasion at the bottom. After the invasion is at the top. Now, how the fuck did you wipe out a whole civilization, aka Tartaria? And you didn't fully wipe out the civilization because we're here. And so are some of the buildings. However, you was able to do this much damage, and it looks like it was, hold on, it was lasered. All right, it was melted. I told you they had an annihilation beam. This is how you can confirm, okay, she might be on to something. How the fuck did you get this to look like this? And it still has the pattern. You still can see the structure outside of this shit being melted. Check it out. I mean, I'm just saying. Is it me? Green hearts in the comments if you get what the fuck I'm putting down. Okay? Explain to me then how the fuck you did this. And I don't want to talk about, we ain't gonna talk about no motherfucking mud floods. Ain't no mud floods. This mud flood ain't do this shit. No water did this shit. This shit was melted, nigga. And how the fuck you got rid of the civilization? You wiped it out. They've got the technology. I just told you. They got shit like annihilation beams. Okay? They have sound frequency weapons. Okay? They have shields. You forgot about Medusa? You forgot about Medusa. When she would turn and they told you she looked at a motherfucker and they froze? Well, they was able to defeat her with that motherfucking shield. You forgot about the shield he had. Now look, you know it was war. You know it was war because look at the fucking coins they had back then. Mind you, they trying to get rid of the coins right now. What they telling motherfuckers? Turn in your pennies. Pennies are going to be obsolete. Turn in your coins, turn in your motherfucking pennies. Ain't that what the fuck they telling us right now? Why they telling us this is because coins tell a story. Coins tell you who ruled and what was of value at that time. Okay? So if that's the case, this is an old motherfucking coin. And what the fuck I see on this coin is Tartaria. These tall motherfucking buildings. Where the fuck we at right now? At the bottom is motherfucking Tartaria. What the fuck I see at the top is a motherfucking ship. And this ship look like this shit is it got lasers. It look like, you see the lightning? Okay? And it's cloaking itself. You see the clouds just blowing out. It cloaked itself with the motherfucking clouds. I told you clouds are our ops. Clouds are ops. Clouds are ops. Clouds are ops. Think about it. When you have a cloud does what? It clogs things. It blurs things. It doesn't make the vision clear. Clouds want to block shit. Alright? Now this makes a whole lot motherfucking sense to me. So you can't tell me nothing, nigga. Shout out to Pushy Push. This is Pushy Push picture of the coin. And it's more than one coin. It's another coin with the same shit. Tartaria. Here go the motherfucking ship again. Hold on. Hold on. Here we go again. Here we go again. Hold on. Here we go again. Here we go again. Okay? Understand that. All right? And understand this. I told you pennies. Pennies tell you who ruled and what was at value during that time. Motherfucker, this is a lady on a penny, by the way. If you didn't know. And you want to know why they want to wipe out coins. You want to know why they tell you turn in your motherfucking coins. Coins are also elements. Coins come from this earth. Okay, coins possess energy. Okay, when we was transacting and pushing them coins, we was circulating energy, metals, elements of this realm for real. Coins. So you can wipe out shit with digital. And that's where they're going with this shit. Digital, by the way. If you don't know, all the banks are putting their motherfucking money on the blockchain. Now that's a whole nother live. But if you don't know, they're moving the money to the blockchains. If you don't know nothing about the blockchains, if you don't know nothing about this wealth transfer that they doing underneath our noses, you better get to it, nigga. So, now let's go back here. Now this is why I say they came and they invaded, right? And they came through the portals, on their ships. All right? On their ships, nigga. Call me Tiamat, nigga. I'm gonna be on the front line for Tiamat all motherfucking day long, nigga. You can call this Planet Kai all you want. Of course, you may call it Planet Kai because we got defeated. You're forgetting in a war, anytime in a war, when you get defeated, the person, the people, the gang that went in the war, they take over the land, they take over the name. They take over the land, they take over the name. They take over the land, they take over the name. So if this shit was called Planet Kai at one point, Planet Kai short for Anunnaki, then that means what, nigga? Then that means what, nigga? I'm gonna tell you what it means. It means we went to war with the motherfuckers and we lost, nigga. And we lost. Don't you forget that. Why the fuck you think the name of Africa is named Africa? Africa name is not Africa, but it was named Africa after they got defeated and they got taken over by the colonials. That happens everywhere. And they changed the names to keep us confused so you don't remember what the fuck happened and who the fuck you are. Let me zoom in. Now remember. Hold on. Let's go back. Another example, right? You can only do this shit with a laser. You know what I mean? Hold on. Here go a big example. I'm about to shut it down right here. All right. This is the Devil's Tower. You can't tell me ain't no motherfucking invasion go on. You can't tell me ain't no motherfucking war go on. This is the Devil's motherfucking Tower, okay? One of the biggest trees that was planted by the Anakim giants, nigga. Now look at this shit now. Look like they wiped it. It's perfect. A laser. Looks like a laser. A laser could come right across, zit, and take that bitch down. Cause ain't no motherfucking human take this shit down. Ain't no motherfucking bomb. This ain't no bomb, no military. This ain't this. It's straight across. It's across the Devil's Tower, Wyoming. We got a whole lot of them shits like this too, by the way. What could do this? First of all, y'all can't even imagine the size of the motherfucking Devil's Tower. Okay, this was one of the trees. This ain't the only one. This is one. We have a few locations all around this motherfucker. However, my point is, in order for you to completely take that big ass motherfucking tree down and straight across the top, you ain't do it with no chainsaw, nigga. You ain't do this with no chainsaw. Okay? This was done with a motherfucking annihilation beam. Annihilation beam, nigga. Now hold on. They call it the devil's tower to keep you from remembering, to keep you from digging into why the fuck the tree here. Anything that got to do with us, they're going to make it seem like it's evil. They're going to make it seem like it's negative, okay? That was to keep your ass away from the fucking truth. Away from the fucking truth. Think about this. They're hiding the technology. These motherfuckers is flying around back in goddamn, I don't know, I-757, because the one is really an I. Okay, they replaced the I on the years with a 1. How the fuck is they doing this? We ain't doing this shit right now. They got us on the old timeline, nigga. They got us on the old motherfucking timeline, nigga. Why we ain't doing that now then, huh? You see this shit? This is not natural, nigga. When you look up at the sky and you see this bullshit right here like this. I done went outside plenty of times and seen the motherfucking sky looking like this shit. What the fuck is this? I keep telling you, the sky is a falling, okay? They have a dome projector, okay? An invisible dome projector. This is the new sky. Y'all forgetting about the old motherfucking sky. They replaced the goddamn sky. You can say what you want. I don't care if you believe it or you don't believe it. And let me show you something else. Anybody heard of the woolly mammoths? Huh? You heard of the woolly mammoths? These motherfuckers is real and they on the outside of the motherfucking ice wall. Okay? They're on the outside of the goddamn ice wall. And you gonna tell me ain't no civilization outside of the fucking Antarctica? They hijacked the sun. This is the old sun. This is the sun that I grew up with as a kid. This is the sun that I seen as a motherfucking kid. Now let me show you what we see now. This is what you give us now. This is what you give us now. You don't see the difference? Hold on, let me move out the way. This is the sun we get now. We can't agree on that? Green hearts in the comments. Have you gotten this? Have they given you this? Have you gotten this one? Green hearts in the comments. Have you gotten this one? Green hearts in the comments. Have you gotten this one? Hold on. This the old sun, Nick. This the old one. This is the new one. And what do you see? Are you really seeing it? You don't see the simulator. Hold on. You don't see the simulator. Hold on. You don't see the motherfucking... I gotta take that off. Every time I do that, they give me a warning. Every time I put that up, they give me a warning. I gotta take that down. I gotta take that down. Every time I do that, they give me a warning. Now you can sit here, okay, and you could be an NPC, okay, because we have some of those, okay. All right. Now hold on. Now you tell me, you think that somebody took the nose off? You think they wiped the nose off with a gun? You think they wiped the nose off with a bomb? Huh? You think they took a chainsaw and they wiped the nose off with a chainsaw? No, nigga. Technology. Hold on. You think they did this with a gun or with a motherfucking chisel? What they tell us? They said they was riding on chariots. They had chisels and buckles then. How did they do this then? Huh? Because according to what y'all telling us is that we in the future. You told us that we are in the future right now, and our technology, you know, this is the greatest technology we've had so far. Well, if this is the greatest technology we got right now, and we can't do this right now, then how the fuck did you do this back then? How did you do this? Stop playing with us. Hold on. Hold on. Cause see, I'm gonna show you how they cloak themselves. Hold on. The shits. Now, some of y'all might not have seen. We get this all the time. What the fuck does this look like? Huh? And let me explain something to you. Everybody can't see this shit. Everybody ain't gonna be able to, it's not gonna be revealed to everybody. Because for one, your nervous system cannot handle certain information. Your nervous system. This is your navigational system. All this here is your navigational system. If your nervous system is breached, it's not calibrated, you're not going to be able to see this shit. It's not going to be revealed to you because you can't handle it. You're not vibrating high enough. And this is why they don't want you vibrating high. When you start to vibrate high, the other world starts to get revealed to your motherfucking ass. Now, this is a goddamn ship that is cloaked. Now let me take you back to the coins. Now that takes me back to these motherfucking coins again. Because we just seen that cloaked, what? A cloaked motherfucking ship. And here, what do we see? A ship. What is it blowing out? Motherfucking clouds. Now, what does it say here? What does it say right here? It says in the Bible, the God of Israel is described as fighting in a cloud and fire during the exodus of the Israelites from Egypt. Nigga, let me say this again. One more again. In the Bible, the God of Israel is described as fighting in a cloud and fire during the exodus of the Israelites from Egypt. Nigga. Now, ask yourself this. What God is they talking about? You have to remember and understand. It was more than one God. Okay? All right? I know they got you hooked on phonics with just one God, and that's the false God. That is not source. Okay? However, they said God, so it might throw you off. Okay? It might throw you off because they said in the Bible, the God of Israel. So you're going to think, whoa, this is source. Is described as fighting in a cloud and fire during the exodus of the Israelites from Egypt. Now understand this. Okay? They looked at the Anunnaki as what? What did they look at the Anunnaki as? They described the Anunnaki as gods. They describe the Anunnaki as gods. All right? So to them, I got to be God doing all this shit. It got to be God doing all of this. Now, who the fuck was you trying to get? Who was you trying to get out of Egypt? Who was you trying to get out of Egypt? Well, look around. Who's been in Egypt? Where is Egypt? And I ain't talking about the Egypt they told you. That ain't in America. Here. We was in war. If we own the land, right? If this our land and we was already here, okay? And this shit being invaded, then that means we went to war. Right? Right? Is it just me? Green hearts in the comments. It can't just be me. It cannot just be me. It can't just be me. Huh? Now let me show you something else. Ooh, lady. Turn me the fuck up. Now we got to remember why I keep pushing for us to remember, because memory is activation. Okay? So I'm going to push that. The name of my platform is called Remember Who You Are. Remember who you are. You're forgetting. They got us under a spell. Some of us are still under amnesia. Some of us are still in a coma. Some of us are still unconscious. Now think. If we all agree that the Anunnaki exist, if we all agree that the custodians exist, and some of you think that the Anunnaki is on our side and that you are Anunnaki, then, and they are supposed to be so motherfucking powerful and so motherfucking advanced, then ask yourself this motherfucking question. Where the fuck are they? And why the fuck is it taking so long if they on our side? And if they are more powerful than the motherfuckers who are running this shit, then they could have been got us the fuck up out of here. And I don't want to hear no, oh no, they had to wait for us to wake up. No, I don't want to hear none of that shit. If my child, okay, since you want to talk, we are children. If my child Okay, it's being held hostage some motherfucking where by some motherfuckers. You think I ain't coming down that bitch to come get my motherfucking child, nigga? Or die trying? So then you tell me this. Ancient, I see you. Turn me up, Ancient. So ask yourself, if we are Anunnaki and they are our people, why the fuck we been down here so long without no motherfucking help, nigga? Huh? And they got all this motherfucking power, nigga, huh? I'ma tell you why. He didn't come to help your ass. He came to help keep your ass in the state that you in. Use your motherfucking brain. If we Anunnaki and they about us, and they for us, then what's up, nigga? Huh? You know we on the inside of this motherfucking ice wall. Why the fuck you ain't come and break this bitch down and come help us then, huh? It don't matter if you Mexican. That's because they ain't here to help your ass. You are the ops, nigga. You think they want your ass to rise and they lose control? Because when you rise, that's what happens. You regain your motherfucking power and nobody no longer gets to govern you. You sovereign being. You don't hear me though. Ain't nobody coming to motherfucking save us. Now I'm not saying ain't no ships coming down here. That's not what the fuck I'm saying. You gonna see the motherfucking ships. And I'm not saying that motherfuckers that get off them ships ain't 20 feet tall or whatever the fuck the case may be. My thing is this. You won't see my ass running up to the motherfucking ships. Because if you really was fucking with us like that, your ass would have been came the fuck down here. I don't want to hear none of that shit. And some of us, you know, I was confused too. You think I wasn't running around here thinking I was Anunnaki? My name is Anu. Anu. So you think I wasn't? I was there too. Confused too. Like, what the fuck is going on? Is you with us or you motherfucking ain't? And I came to the motherfucking conclusion that motherfucker, you ain't with us. Because if my motherfucking children is down there being held hostage and they killing my motherfucking kids, I'm going down that bitch. I'm going down there, and if I got to lose myself taking this trip, then motherfucker, that's what the fuck I'm gonna do. Like, Angel, I see you. Now remember, every time we start to remember, right? They do a reset on us, okay? That's what the fuck is going on right now. That's what the fuck they did back when they had us held hostage in the houses. I gotta watch what I say. When they had us in hostage in our houses and we couldn't go no motherfucking where. What you think the fuck was going on? Huh? Let me say this again for the ones in the back. When they had us hostage in our homes and we couldn't go out, what the fuck you think was happening, nigga? Huh? And they did it right after the motherfucking Lionsgate portal. The Lionsgate portal. What they know is that when they do resets, not all of us reset with the reset. If you put what I'm putting down, if you get what I'm putting down, not all of us get reset. Okay? And that's why some of us experience the Mandela effect. The Mandela effect. And if you don't know what the Mandela effect is, do your homework. Well, we know for a fact this how this shit was, and they changed the shit around. And we'd be like, well, wait a minute. I know that this happened, and you can't tell me that different. Okay? That is the motherfucking Mandela effect. Because your ass resisted the reset. Okay? Now, we're getting stronger. they're talking about a golden dome now. So you gotta ask yourself, well, wait a minute. You already told us that we have a firmament. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me wheel you back. Hold on. They said they're putting up a golden dome. Wait a minute, let me show you. Confirmation, hold on. They said they was putting up a golden dome, right? They said they was putting up a golden dome, right? Now you gotta ask yourself, well, wait a minute. Why would you be putting up a golden dome when we already have the firmament? Now wait a minute. We already have the firmament, right? So if we have the firmament, and you said that the firmament can't be broken, nobody can get through the firmament, why would you be talking about a golden dome? Well, I'm gonna tell you why. The firmament will be cracked open. They know this. So guess what they have to do? They have to build another one just in case that one cracks. Because if the firmament cracks, guess what happens? Activation motherfucking time, nigga. Think about this. Let's go back to this map, right? We all can agree, green hearts in the comments, that there's a firmament, right? Now think. We here. We got the wall, and then the firmament is over us, right? Now, why would you even have a firmament? Why would you have an ice wall? Well, you will have a firmament and an ice wall if you want to keep something in containment and confinement. We are in a container. Not only do you have an ice wall around us, you have the firmament over top of us. Now ask yourself this. This is motherfucking quarantine is what the fuck it is. And you are separating us. So, whatever you got on this inside, you don't want it to have any correlation with the outside. You don't want us to have any interaction with the outside on the outside of this wall. It's a lot of reasons why. If we're in a container, a wall is around us and the firmament is above us, then that means that we're not even breathing in, we're not taking in the atmospheres are two different atmospheres. The atmosphere that we're in inside is not the same atmosphere as on the outside. Wait a minute. And what I mean by this is this. There's different elements. Hold on. This is the periodic table, right? These are the metals, elements, okay? This is one of our Bibles, okay? Periodic table is one of our motherfucking Bibles, okay? So, a lot of these elements, a lot of these metals, a lot of these are on the outside of the motherfucking wall. So, let's go back. If we crack the firmament, then we start to enhance and inhale. We start to get the same atmospheric that they're getting. What the fuck you think gonna happen then? You want to see motherfuckers flying around this bitch? Huh? You want to see motherfuckers start to grow? Huh? You want to see some motherfucking activation, nigga? Huh? Oh, you'll see it then for all you motherfucking you motherfuckers who be like, oh, they're crazy, they're losing their mind. Yeah? Oh yeah? If we're losing our motherfucking mind, then you tell me why the fuck are we in this ring? Why are we in this ring if we are going crazy? If I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Nigga? Why are they asking to build a whole nother dome? I thought you said we have the firmament and nothing could get past the fucking firmament. Make it make sense. Now, I will say this. On the outside of this wall, we do have folks on the outside of this wall, okay? Remember, we're everywhere, okay? And during the invasion, okay, when they took the technology and they put this wall up, some of us made it on the outside of the walls. Some of us made it, let me get in a little closer, let's get a little bit more intimate. Some of us made it on the outside of the wall. Now check this out. I discovered that some of our ancestors on the outside are in fact trying to get, I didn't say Anunnaki, so I didn't say Anunnaki, okay? I said our ancestors, okay? Some of them, they made it, some of them on the outside, and in fact, some of them are trying to get in. You see, every earthquake that you feel, you don't hear those. Some of y'all, and according to the area, you don't hear loud roars. You look outside your window, nothing is happening. Loud roars. I'm talking about loud roars, loud booms, loud roars. You look around, nothing is happening. When you feel them earthquakes and all that, they're trying to get in. They're trying to get in. Great hearts in the comments if you have heard of these loud roars. I'm talking about all over your whole area. You just hear roars. Roars. Those are also the dragons. The dragons waking up. You hear loud roars, or you may hear loud booms. They told you not to believe in Leviathan. They told you dragons aren't real. Yet they tell you dinosaurs are. So you mean to tell me that dinosaurs exist, but dragons cannot? Make that make sense. Don't let that go over your heads. They know that we will crack the firmament. Okay? And when I say crack the firmament, stop thinking in 3D. Okay? We are in 3D. The firmament is not. You cannot see the firmament with these two eyes. You're forgetting. Let's go back to metaphysics. In metaphysics, we have plasma, gas, liquids, then solids. It only comes to liquid and solids when we get to this density. We're talking the firmament, which is above all of this. Okay? And hint, hint. Hint, hint. Speaking of metaphysics, remember this. Yes, we have the firmament, but it's not here to separate the waters from the waters. You see, when you go up, it's no longer liquid. It's no longer liquid form. It's no longer liquid. Hold on. It's no longer liquid. Okay? They're not separating literal waters from the waters. It's not liquid anymore. It's plasma. Okay? So no, they're separating us from the higher realms. Okay? Above the firmament is more realms. Let's go back. Let's go back. Earth. Look, this is what I mean by layers. Look, firmament, right? Another layer. Firmament, another layer. Firmament, another layer. Hold on. You're forgetting. Skywalkers. They called you Skywalkers. The Crystal Cities. The Sky Cities. Or AKA, you like to call it, or our grandparents like to call it, heaven. They call it heaven because they forgot the name. But their soul and their spirit remembers. Okay? The Sky Cities. They called you Skywalkers. You could say I'm crazy. I don't care. Okay? Okay? The higher realms. It goes, the buck don't stop with the firmament. It goes beyond the firmament. Remember, they told you that the firmament was placed here. So if something is placed somewhere, if I place this water right here, then that means that the water wasn't always there. The water was not this water was not always there. So if they tell you that they placed the firmament there, that means that the firmament was not always there, nigga. Okay? Now you have a firmament, aka Stargate. This is another portal, another gate. They don't want your ass back up there. Remember, we fell in frequency. Okay? All right? Remember, the Watchers. Okay? And we all have seen these ships. And when you see these ships, understand that these ships do not come from this realm. fuck you think they got Star Trek from? Huh? Where the fuck do you think they got Star Wars from? You are the stars that are at war. And you wonder why I wear my motherfucking Yoda. For all you sayers out there that talk about my Yoda. You're forgetting. You see, they told you it was a war in heaven. They never told you the war stopped. Okay? And in order for you to do this, you did this with technology. You did. We didn't come up here. We didn't have no motherfucking hammers and chisel. All right? We wasn't hammering and chisel. We're like the size of ants now. We wasn't. Nobody ain't coming. You ain't shoot this bitch with no gun. Okay? You didn't knock this bitch down with no motherfucking chisel and hammers. Okay? They did it with technology. Technology that you never even motherfucking seen before. Okay? Alright? It's not up for debate. It's not up for debate. Okay? Look at the size of us. Wait a minute. Let me show you something. They messing with my live again, man. God damn, man. They're messing with my fucking live, man. Hold on. Let me get you a better picture. Cause see, the math ain't mathing. The math ain't motherfucking mathing around here. We are too fucking small, bro. We're too goddamn small right now at this size. Okay? To build shit like this. Alright? And then with such detail. Like, come on, man. Look at this. Hold on. This how we look. I'm just giving you an example. This how we look as a people. Little ass ants. And this, by the way, this is when they got caught at the airport in Texas. Okay? They did an experiment on these folks here. Okay? They're at the airport. Airport is a portal. Airport. That's why they call it airport. It's a portal. It's over top of a portal. When you take your ass down them long with your carrying bag and you going down that long corridor to get to the plane, you're walking through a fucking portal. Okay? But my point is, this is how we look, like little ass ants. If you think that we was this size and created shit like this, or like this, or this, or this, or this, or this, hold on, or this, hold on, or this, or this, or this, or this, hold on. Look at the size of the people. Look how small we are. First of all, if there were no giants here, why would the doors be so big? You don't need doors that big. If there aren't beings that were here that were 20 feet tall, you won't need these doors. You won't need those doors. Look how small we are. Why then? Why? And look at the detail. Huh? You won't need it. You won't need it. You won't need these doors this size. You won't need it. You won't need it. Ooh, lady, turn me up. Hold on. We supposed to be at 200K now. We should at least be at 250K. Who you think got up here and did this? Huh? Who you think went up there and did that? Huh? You think we was this size? No, man. We was bigger than this. We fell in frequency. It's not up for debate. I'm not debating with you. It's not up for debate. I don't debate. I don't argue. I don't do none of that shit. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. I mean, come on, man. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. You need to wake the fuck up, alright? You are the motherfucking last dragon. Hint, hint. You are the motherfucking last dragon. You got that glow, okay? You need to connect back with the water. Let me just say this really quickly. What are you made mostly of? Quick in the comments. What are we made mostly of? What are we made mostly of? We're made of mostly water, right? We're made of mostly water, right? Now, why I got this picture up? This movie is called The Last Dragon. Now, let me shorten this up. Green hearts in the comments if you know about this movie. This movie is called The Last Dragon, right? Now, in this movie, Leroy, this is Leroy, he was trying to find himself. He was looking for the master. He was looking for the master. He was all around the city looking for the master, okay? Okay? Looking for the master. He's looking for the master. He done did all types of shit looking for the master. All to find out that guess who the fuck the master was? He was the master. Now, you see this guy right here? Okay? He fought this guy, okay? But what happened was, when he fought him, this guy here took him and dumped him in the water. Remember he dumped Leroy in that bucket of water? You remember he dumped Leroy in the water? And he was like, who's the master? Remember he kept dumping Leroy in the water, bring him back out? And they like, show enough, right? He dumped him in that water 3 times. By the 3rd time, he dumped Leroy ass in that water. When Leroy got back out that water, Leroy showed that motherfucking glow, nigga. And the reason for this is because water is activation. You are made of mostly water. Hold on. Water is alive. Water is a sentient being. Water is the liquid Akashic records. Water is the liquid Akashic records. That's why they don't want your ass playing with the water, okay? That's why they give us dead water. That's why they don't allow you to go so far in the fucking water. They let you look at the sun all day long. Hold up, stop right there. Yo, ass, they let you stare at that sun all day long. Hold on. You want to know why? Because your connection is stronger with the water than the sun. So they will allow you to look at the sun all day long. They'll allow you to look at this shit here. Go, they don't care. They let you sun gaze away, motherfucker. You can look at that bitch and sit outside all day long. They not gonna bother you. They're not gonna bother you. They're not gonna bother you. They're not gonna bother you. You start playing in that water. You start messing with that water and see what the fuck happens. You can't go so far in that water. They're not having it. And then you explain that then. You tell me why then, huh? You tell me why. Why you can look at the sun all fucking day long and they don't bother you. But the moment you start playing in that water, okay, you start playing in that water, they coming for your ass. You see, water came before the sun. Let me say this again for the ones in the back. Water came before the sun. And water is who? Mother. Primordial water. The waters birthed the sun. Enough said. Let me get this off, because every time I put this on my thing, they start messing with my live. Okay? As above, so below. Sirius X, Xylanthia, Sirius CBA, nigga. As above, so below. You tell me why this looks so fucking similar then. That's why your ass landed here. That's why you traveled right here. You could have went to any district. Look, confirmation, I just burped. You see all these different districts, all these different domes and air pockets and districts you could have went to? Your ass landed right here. Sabrina, I see you. As above, so motherfucking below. The apple don't fall too far from the motherfucking tree. Don't that look similar, goddammit? Ring, center. 2 bulbs. Ring, center. Where we at? 2 bulbs. So understand this. And this is what I will say. Is this. Before we wrap this up. According to their calendar, this is the last month. We're in the last month, which is December, okay? They're going to push the button right under our noses. So be ready. Stay ready. So you don't have to get ready. They're doing a wealth transfer, okay? If you follow the money, all the banks are putting their money on the motherfucking blockchain. Now, if you're not into Web3, you're not into tech, digital and Web3, you're going to be lost if you're playing the game. Now, we could not play the game and we could go at these motherfuckers and don't even have to even indulge in that. But just know it's coming. I follow the money because the money will let me know who's running shit. Okay? And if you are playing the money game, get your cold wallets ready. Get your hot wallets ready for the transfer. Or we could refuse to play and the whole system crashes. Those are your choices. Get out of here. Go on. Peace. I love y'all. Go on. Enjoy the rest of y'all day. I got to be in and out. I'm in and I'm out so they don't get me. I got to come in and out. See, I learned from people that came before me. Okay? And I learned a lot from different people. Free Rashad Jamal. You know? I'm not going to reveal who the fuck I am. You won't know too much. All right? I love y'all. Go on. Enjoy the rest of your day. It's Friday, so we're going to take what? We're going to take their Friday energy, and we're going to harness that energy. So on this day, do something that you enjoy. Not something that makes you happy, motherfuckers. Something that you enjoy. Joy is called enjoy, because joy comes from in. You need shit that comes from inside. Happiness is temporary. Joy is free. They told you joy to the world, for the Lord has come. Joy. Enjoy. I don't care if that's eating popcorn. I don't care if it's twiddling your thumbs. I don't care. Whatever it is that makes you enjoy. You get that enjoyment frequency, because that frequency is going to open up other frequencies for your eyes. I love y'all. Go on. Get out of here. Now we rise. Go. This is where I start to get his shout outs. Shout out to Ancient Aura. I see you. Ski Yee. Shout out to Ski Yee. I see you. Becky, I see you. Kimmy, I see you. Kimmy, I see you. Ski Yee. Becky, I see you. Turn me up. Best Buds, I see you. Nanitha, I see you. Black Angel, I see you. Nanitha. Black Angel, I see you. I love her, I see you. Truth, I see you. Elevator, I see you. Taffa, I see you. Grab a heart me if you can. Grab you a heart me on the way out if you can. Kamba, I see you. Ski, I see you. Falco, I see you. Kumva, J89, I see you. Turn me up. Deborah, I see you. She Shine, I see you. Am I saying that right, Deborah or Deborah? Kimmy, I see you. I love y'all. Enjoy your day. I don't stay long. I understand our patience and I understand our attention span. E.T., I see you. Christ, I see you. Ancient, I see you. Lady, I see you. E.T., I see you. Falco, I see you. Now we rise. Now we rise. Christine, I love you too, Christine. Let's go. Turn me up. Turn me up. We can't be stopped. They can't fuck with us. You hear me? Once you get over fear, once you master fear, woo! Thank you for the cowboy hat. Once you master fear, they can't fuck with you no more. I fear nothing. I fear nothing. Not even losing this vessel. I fear nothing. None. You wouldn't believe what I've been through. I don't look like what I've been through. I've been through the pits of motherfucking hell, nigga. I was surrounded by demons. You see, in order for you to become a master of self, you got to go through it all. Experience is your only teacher. I'm going to say this again for the ones in the back. The only teacher you have is experience. Experience. That's why they tell you experience is the best teaching, because that is the only teacher you motherfucking have. Don't let that go over your heads. The only teacher you have is experience. Woo! Kimmy, turn me up, Kimmy! Black Angel, I see you. The only teacher you will ever have is experience. That's it. That's why you had to go through this. So you can learn. That's how you operate. That's how you were designed. So in order for you to learn, you have to go through experience. Period. That's the only teacher you have. And I stand on that. That is the only teacher you have is experience. You can have a motherfucker stand up here and say shit all day long. It's obsolete. Experience. I say. Go on. I love y'all. Go on. Do something you enjoy. Get out of here. I love y'all. When y'all go, I'ma go. Because that's how it's supposed to be done. I know how to get back and forth. I know how to get back and forth, in and out. So don't worry about me. I gotta make sure y'all get in and out. I can get in and out. I can get out. I can come back and forth. I remember how to travel. Okay? You have a Makerba. Okay? Makerba. You forgot. You have a Makerba. Hold on. I know we're supposed to leave. You have a Makerba. As above, so below. This is your Makerba. This is the chariot. This is your chariot. Okay? Okay? Masculine, feminine. This is the chariot. They lied and told you the Star of David. Whatever. This is the chariot. Okay? This is the chariot. They know this. This is how we travel. This is how we travel. So don't forget when you leave about this avatar. How you travel. The Makerba. The Makerba. The Makerba. The Makerba. This is how we travel. Light body. Activate your light body. You got more than one body. Okay? You're forgetting you exist on more than one plane at the same time. You're forgetting about the different planes. Hold on. You're forgetting about the different planes. Remember, we're here. Under the firmament, the physical plane. We under the firmament, physical plane, etheric plane, astral plane, mental plane, Godhead, nigga. We're at the lowest. Physical. Remember. And don't you forget. So when you leave the physical and you are in your light body, okay, hint, and you got to go through the etheric plane. It's called etheric ether, aka it's on either side. You see how it is the bridge between the astral plane and the physical plane. Ether is on both sides. That's why it's called ether. Either. Chrissy, I see you. I know where you're supposed to go. But so remember that. So when you leave the physical plane, you don't die. Okay? You don't die. All right? You have your light body. Okay? You forgot how to travel with your light body. And this is why when you travel, you get caught in the moon. Hold on. You get caught in the moon. I know we're going to wrap this up. Hold on. Where's it at? Look at the Makerba. I know we about to wrap this up, but look at your Makerba again. They're showing you your Makerba again. As above, so below. Right? When you're traveling. Okay? You forget how to control your light body. So you end up, when you leave the physical plane and you're going through the cycle, you end up getting trapped in the motherfucking moon. Because you forget to go past, go through it. Go through that motherfucker. Nope, polar, nope, up, and then back. You see? The black sun. The void. Don't it look like an eyeball too? Look at the eyeball. You see the eyeball? You see the eyeball? You see the eyeball? You go back. Alright? Don't forget how to operate your light body. You're going to need to when you get up out of here. When you leave this avatar, this ship, and you're in your light body, they're showing you again the Makerba. Alright? But we cool. We're going to be alright. I love y'all. Go on. Enjoy the rest of your day. Get out of here. Go on. Go. Go. 250K first. You right, Angel. Right. Hold on. We get to 250K. I know we could do it. It's too many high rankings in here. right, so while we hurrying, I'm gonna keep rolling. All right, so look. So remember, and then when you got the firmament, right? When you pass the firmament, let's go back. When you pass the firmament, wait a minute, where was it at, y'all? Oh, so boom. So when you pass the firmament, all right, and like I said, remember I told you the firmament is not physical. It's not 3D. Remember I told you the firmament is not 3D. So you gotta go through your light body. You got to use the light body. This body is for this plane. That's it. It's only for this plane. Okay? So remember that. All right? This is why you are ether. You are 9 ether beings and you are 6 ether beings. 9 ether and 6 ether. Okay? You come from the higher planes. You come from the higher realms. This is why I tell you that we are more powerful than the Anunnaki. Okay? The Anunnaki come from this plane. We don't come from this plane. This is why I keep saying that. We are more powerful than the Anunnaki. They come from this plane. Remember the plane. You see plane? This is why they call it planets. Okay? Planets, aka planes. Okay? Planes. Okay? Planes. That's why they call planets planets, because they are planes. They're not really planets. They're planes. Alright? And also remember, we ain't forget about you Grays. You Zeta Grays and all you Grays. Oh, don't think we forgot about your asses. We ain't forgot about y'all asses. It's just y'all ain't making enough noise for us. Because y'all know what time it is already. Okay? You had to go. You had to come. The Anunnaki got to come out now. The custodians, they got to come out here now. Because we whooping their ass. We're whooping their ass. So the Grays, take your ass on back. Your ass going to have to go on back to your masters and come up with a new game plan. Okay? So don't think because we don't talk about the Grays that we're not on your asses. Okay? We're on your asses. And the Grays hide so much because they can't function on this plane like that. Okay? They can't maintain on this plane like that. Alright? We're going to get into the underground. We're going to get into the underground world. Next time I come on, we're going to get into what's going on underneath us. As above, so below. Don't forget, it's a whole world. We're on the surface. We're at the top. We're on the surface. So don't forget, it's a whole nother world going on underneath us. Literally, underneath the streets, underneath the ground, underneath us is a whole nother world. Remember that. In is out. Okay? In is out. Inner is out. Okay? It's a whole nother world literally underneath us. Okay? Inner earth. Remember that. We hit 250K. Let's go. All right. So I'm gonna get into that next time I come on. We're gonna talk about the underground, the underworld. Okay, aka inner world. Okay, under is in. Okay, and it's a whole lot of shit going on underneath us. Somebody said, "Come over to the dark side." I see you now, Ethan. Come over to the dark side. All right. So, Grays, we see you. The technology that you done came with, it ain't fucking with us, okay? We're still pushing the transmission forward. So, Grays, you're going to have to go back to the drawing board, go on back to your masters, and figure out something else, because we're not having it. Eternal love, I see you. I love y'all. Go on. Get out of here. When I'm coming back on, today is Friday. You know what? I found myself, I don't even want to tell y'all when I'm coming back on, because I don't want to look like a liar. I don't know. Whenever I'm divinely guided to get on here, I'm going to get on here. Just make sure that you are following. You are part of the tribe. You have your notifications on so you will know when I'm coming through. We don't tell the ops when we coming. We don't let the left hand know what the right hand is doing, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So I don't want to be one of those, yeah, I'll be on here tomorrow at 2 o'clock. You get me? No. We'll link up when we link up. You know how we do. You will be able to find me because we are aligned. Confirmation. I am one of those who I am divinely guided. I only do as I am told. So I don't know. It will be soon. Just know that. When I come on here, I already know y'all gonna have my back and y'all will be right here. I love y'all. Go. Get out of here. Go on. Go on. Get out of here. Go, 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 go. Enjoy the rest of your day. I love y'all. Go, go. Go on. Go. Go, Ancient. Enjoy the rest of your day. Angel, I see you. Princess, I see you. Cumber, I see you. Smash Locks, I see you. Sunny Skies, I see you. I don't want to overload us. You get what I'm saying? Because some of us get on here, and I'll be seeing people on here for hours. But you are overloading the software. You get me? They be overloading the software. And then what's going to happen is your software is going to kick that program in. So we don't want to overload it. You get me? We don't want to overload. You get me? Because then it will mess up everything. You know, sometimes people be putting too many, overdoing it with the programming. So this is why I'm never on here long for a long time. It's not needed anyway. If you're going to go ahead and get the message out here, it don't need to be long as hell. The message is the message. Message. All right, I love y'all. Peace. Get out of here. I still see y'all. Go on. Nicole, I see you. Scape, I see you, Scapegoat. Scapegoat, I see you, Scapegoat. Get out of here. Go on. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy. I see you, talk 270K. I see. Go on. Get out of here. Go enjoy. We got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of work to do. Thank you, Job Applications. I see you. I see you. I love her. I see you. Go on. Go on. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Watch what you consume. Watch what you're watching. Watch what you put in your ears. Watch what you put in your mouth. And watch what you put in your membrane. Watch what you putting in this membrane. Okay? Because your membrane is the shit. All right? Yes, we're leaving, Rock King. I'll see you guys soon.